Okay, we can see line breaking there, and then we can see all these faint lines all along here. They're spaced out about an eighth or so. We know we got a heavy band right in there, a couple little spots in here. Now we notice we have a bronze ring right here at the base, and also too, when you got that and you're looking, somebody never finished this shaft. They made it exactly like the drawing, and this leading edge here, I manufacture all my shafts with it in to start with, a little slight chamfer. You get this sharp edge coming in on the minor diameter of the bore there, and you're gonna be scraping and you're gonna be hitting. Now of course we lapped it, and then when you put on the propeller fully on, it's gonna travel farther because you had all that lapping compound in there. So there's gonna be a certain amount of forward travel without nothing in the bore. Let's take a look at this line here, because you do 3 spots so you can really get it. The prop was hanging, and then we slid it up on the key. So this contact actually kind of comes in and touches all by itself on the bottom. It's a good indicator. A true reading is most often caught on the bottom, checking it this way. Same thing, we got copper here. We have a little better marking there and a little bit here. So we have just the heaviest contact right in here still, and we're starting to pick up down here, which is good. We want it to pick up. That's what we were trying to do. We were hitting hard here, and now we're starting to pick it up here. And then this ring here, we got to address that. So I'm going to address this corner on the shaft with my Scotch-Brite pad. Here's the 3rd line here. We're looking good there. There. You know, all 3 marks are showing similar. We are very close. We got to get rid of that heavy hit down here at the bottom. That's bad news. Okay, we came in here with a 2-inch rotary Scotch-Brite, and we broke this real sharp edge off of here. Just barely roll it over. You just want to make sure that it's not a flat nose scraper to the bore. All right, now over here on the prop, see if you get a good view in there. Okay, that should be great. You can see the blue Sharpie actually transfers in here. Okay, and then here is that overlapped distance from the lap to where the new seat, where it sits without anything in the bore. You know, you traveled that. So even just the grit of lapping is enough to take up enough space to make that travel. You make any amount of that travel right there, and it doesn't matter what nut you have on first, and it doesn't matter how tight those nuts are. They'll be locked together, but your prop, if that grit or whatever's holding the wheel from traveling on and making full contact, will give you that amount of play. Alright, now I'm going to come in here with a tool, and I'm going to go ahead and remove just the high edge. When that shaft comes up here, if it laps in strong right there, you're going to have an interference. You're going to have a problem that's going to keep you from getting that on there. So I'm just going to polish a little bit here. We took a little bit off of the end of the shaft by just rolling it over, and now we're going to put it on. We're going to give it another quick lap, and we should wrap it up. Okay, we've addressed this, and we did a little cleaning out on the minor diameter on the bore there where it was tight at this area, and we've done another just quick lap on here. Check the key back in. All your final checks on a shaft should be done with the key in. That's how you can assemble it, isn't it? Everything looks good. Alright, let's put our Sharpie on. I almost put the Permatex on there. I can do a Permatex check on it right after this. Okay, we got our Sharpie on there. We're clean, we're ready. I like to know that I'm really putting this thing on straight. Okay, I had to change cameras. Memory card was full on the other one. Okay, we got our contact here. We got good impression along all the way along here. We got some spots in here, all the way down. All right, and we're not sharp hitting there. Same thing here. We are firmer up here at the top, but we got some in the middle, not so much on the bottom reading here, but very, very close. Same thing here. Okay, I consider this a good lap. This one's ready to go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick dicom check on it so you can see the whole dicom pattern. Okay, you can see all the blue transfer. Blue transfer on down here. You can still see your draw. It does have a little bit of a firm ring there. It's still just a little tad high. I'll probably just take a little rotary porting tool and I'll probably take a little bit off of that. Okay, you can see for yourself all the almost bronze color because it is actually rubbed those spots there and remove it all the way down to the hard metal. Pretty good band down here overall. I mean, it's making contact all along in the middle, real light, but you got your good contact up here and you've gained your contact down here at the bottom. Here's in the bore. Still got a little bit of that hard ring right in there. I'm going to polish just a little bit of that out, but I don't think I'll have to check it again. I'm just going to remove that area. Here's the key side. You see the blue. You know, you can push it to the limit. Now what we're going to do, we transfer the blue here, now we're going to transfer it back to there. Now, this is going to the extremes, but you can see the light hint of the blue full length on the taper. I'm not talking about little holidays that you see in here because this is a coarse grit lap, and you can get down a fine you want to polish it. I certainly don't want to polish it. I just want to match the two tapers and have what I consider smooth enough. See, now I even smeared the blue. You know, it's funny. It actually, see that stripe right there? See that stripe right there? Okay, those are the Sharpie marks that I put on here, put in there before the bluing. Alright, so like I said, I'm happy with this, and we got a lap fit. Okay, this away. or that away? Huh. Which should I do? Give me a break. Neither way is going to work unless this prop is fitting right. If this prop gets loose, I don't care which way or where these nuts are locked to each other, because this is a nut, this is a jam nut. I sure in the heck want to warm the prop up a couple hundred degrees. That's my personal preference. It gives you a couple thousandths to grow on the bore and get it up there and get it on the taper and get a good firm block. And I would run it up with a big nut and I would cinch it down pretty good. Okay? Then I would back it off and let it cool down if you heat it. If you don't heat it, you don't have to wait. And then put the nut on the way you see fit. I personally don't see why you put this nut on twice. Okay? I want the strongest nut in my wrench when I put that prop on. You can do whatever you want after that. And then this is a jam nut, and I believe it's jamming that nut. Alright? And the very last thing that's a safety factor is this. If the taper is fitting perfect, the key is only in case you hit a log or have a mishap on the blade to actually get it loose, that it'll keep it rotating until you get back to the dock. Other than that, the taper drives the wheel. Every lap is going to be different. You're matching up. Even if you had the same shaft, you're putting a new propeller on there. You've got to match up that as well. And that doesn't matter whether you're a power boater or a blow boater. Oh, I said that? Hey, I was one before I raced dune buggies, okay? San Francisco to Acapulco. So, nothing about the vessel. The persistence of you being your own quality control and your labor, it's got to be the same thing every time. Alright, we got this lap fit. I can go ahead and polish the shaft up and give the customer a call. It's ready. Alright, thank you.